Hey everyone, welcome back to ECS Motion. My name is Alex, and for this video I'm doing another detailed bushfire update coming your way around Australia for the 27th of January 2024. Got a lot to get through. Once again, we've got two new emergency blazes that have just started. One right in the Grampians National Park. We had multiple fires. We had Grampians National Park reignite. Just here near Halls Gap, we had this Grampians fire reignite. Well, not the Grampians fire, actually. We had so much storms right now in Victoria. We had a cold front move through today, and we had so many small thunderstorms start, so many bushfires. It is just blazing. If you live in any of these areas, you are extremely under threat. You have to be gone right now. Let's get into great detail. Let's get into WA first. Let's talk about the Skeleton Rock at Parker Range National Park bushfire. We have an extremely fast-moving flank burning towards Skeleton Rock. Has not been updated. All of this is burning this way right now. If you live in Parker Range, leave immediately. Do your best to leave to the east. That's the safest option. If you live in Skeleton Rock, leave immediately to the northwest, as this fire is going to be extremely fast traveling. For this video, I'm just not going to add the description. You know how normally on the description I add the size, the hectares and the location. I'm not going to do that. We've got just too many fires burning. I can't do it in this video, sorry. But yeah, anyway, so leave immediately in these areas, and leave now in surrounding areas as well. But it's another fight to keep an eye on. We've got other things to talk about. Crikey Charlies. This morning we had a watch and act alert issued in the area. We have over 100 fires right now burning in Victoria. In fact, closer to 1,000 in fact in Australia. Let's start things off. Here we have multiple emergency warnings. We have a stack of small little bushfires, all starting by lightning, extremely dry and very hot conditions, very strong wind gusts as well, pushing from the west to the east, pushing these fires rapidly to the east. And you can just see how many fires, at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fires literally burning in all one area, triggered a giant emergency warning. And let's get everything in greater detail. So let's actually go into more information. This is just way too much to talk about, guys. I don't know how I'm not going to handle this. Normally, I'm a very good fire forecaster and stuff, and I'm very good at this. But you can see we've got a giant blaze right now burning towards the Little Desert National Park. If you live anywhere in Walleye, leave immediately right now. This fire, all these fires were started by lightning and joined up to one giant blaze. So all of this area has totally charred now. If you live anywhere in Dimbooka, any of these red highlight areas, leave immediately right now. Leave immediately to the east, as there's an extremely fast-moving flank of fire here, burning all this here. If you live in Enhill or Kiata, Lawalotti, leave immediately to the north, as this whole area, Little Desert National Park, is completely charred now. And if you are in this area, it is just way too late to leave. You have to take shelter as soon as possible. If you live in any of these areas, including parts of Murura, Warra, any of these towns here, leave immediately right now, guys. It's my best advice. It's best to do so right now, as this fire is likely to jump the roads here, the highway, and it will track towards other towns. Homes will be lost for 100%. I'm saying that for dead certain. This fire is extremely fast moving towards Dimboola, and it's extremely likely this fire will, in fact, it has already crossed this river. Now it's burning this area, and it will jump the road. If they don't be able to contain it, it will jump the road, and it will affect all these towns here. If you live in any of these areas here, be prepared to leave. There's a lot of roads, and if you live in anywhere, all of these areas, basically just be stay informed of this fire. It's so dangerous. If you live in any of these areas, leave immediately right now as well. To the south, we have another extremely fast-moving grass fire, about 50 or 40 kilometers an hour is its speed. It's extremely fast. It has slowed down in the past few hours. It's burning right here. Also, leave immediately right now. The Grampians National Park fire has reignited into the north. We had multiple fires, basically not really reignited. We have extreme amounts of heat in the area as well. It's a very hot day. There's a lot of storms in the area, which triggered so many new warnings. If you are on these tracks or on the roads, do not go in this area. Track to the south, you can go through the Grand Pains Road, but wouldn't recommend. Leave to Pomel, Lake Fians Creek or Halls Gap. It is not safe to travel south. There's another fire there. So let's just take a look at the main warnings. Just let's see where it's burning. So currently we have this fire at least 3,000, maybe 4,000 hectares. The fire is not too big. It's just around this general area here that's reignited from the main Grand Pains fire. And we have another one caused by something else further inland. We have these multiple other fires started in Grand Pains National Park. They're traveling to the east towards all these areas here. And leave immediately if you live here. Even though it's watched and acted, it just says leave now. Leave immediately is my best advice. And if you live in Halls Gap, you're not really under threat or anything, but you should just be prepared to leave just in case anything happens, because you never know when things change. And now let's go to our final blaze, which is deep in Grand Pains National Park, just to the west of Mirawanta. We have another very fast-moving, extremely fast-moving bushfire burning towards the east-northeast. It's burning just over here. It's extremely fast as well. If you are traveling or walking or anything, hiking in this orange here, leave immediately right now. Do not go to the north, guys. Please do not do that. It's very dangerous. There are other fires burning there. You will be under threat. Track to the west away from the fire and just go in this direction towards Morala, or those towns, because there are just so many fires burning. I can't even handle this. And if you live in this yellow highlight, it's very, very, very much best to leave immediately as well, just for safety. This fire is also very fast and very dangerous, and I highly suspect this incident is also going to become a big blaze later on. But the good news is that this fire here, if it does continue to track in the east, guess what? It's not going to affect you guys here in Ararat, Moyston, Great Western, Stawell, Wilwarra, Tattoon, because all this is already charred from the Grand Pains fire, so you have nothing to worry about at all if you live anywhere in these areas. But you should still be informed with the Grand Pains fire. You never know when it can reignite. Anyway, that's all I have this video, guys. It's a very crazy video, extremely stressful, even for me, much for people that live in Western Victoria. We have a stack of blazes. A friend of mine on YouTube commented earlier today, about 5 hours ago, about a new fire starting in the west of Victoria. Now this fire is completely out of control. It is just nuts in this area right now. And I'm kind of thinking, will we ever have these fires actually stop? Because if you take a look at this, just be able to take a look at the fire. It's very big. Anyway, that's all I have this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Maybe I left your head spinning this time, because there's so much to talk about, so much things to think about. A lot of fires. If you live anywhere around these fire-affected areas, best to leave. It's very dangerous. Oh my god, we had the Grand Pains fire, we had other fires. It's quite scary. But yeah, I hope you stay safe if you do live in the fire-affected areas, and I'll talk to you all later in the next update. Bye.